What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the big intercooler from Burger Tuning. We're going to be installing that into the 135 right here, show you guys how to read the bumper, show you guys what you need to cut, and how to install it. So this particular model is a 2010. Make sure you look up Burger Tuning's website whether you need the J-pipe or not. But for my model, I did need to pick up the J-pipe as well. So the J-pipe right here, everything else comes with the kit for the Burger Tuning intercooler. Since this is the big intercooler, it's not just a direct bolt on. You do need to do a little bit of cutting, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and remove that front bumper, and I'll show you guys what we're talking about. So at this point, guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove all the screws on the top, and then the screws on the side. Actually, I don't think there's any screws on the 1 series on the side. So just all the screws on the top, all the screws on the bottom, and I think it's just tabs. You just pull it right on out, right? Okay, on the sides as well. Okay, so there will be some screws on the sides as well. And you just go ahead and remove all the screws to the bumper. We just gotta remove that bumper, and then we can access the intercooler. So there should be 1 screw on each side. I actually don't even have the screws for some reason. So remove the 1 screw from both sides, and then there's just the 2 clips holding the intercooler on, which is from the charge pipe on the other side as well. So it's gonna go ahead and just release the charge pipe right here. This is technically gonna be replacing the whole thing with the J pipe. We're gonna go ahead and just disconnect that. Go ahead and disconnect this side as well. We should be able to drop this whole thing now. Yep, just like that. And so I'm using a multi-purpose tool from Milwaukee. You guys can use whatever you want. I just like this multi-purpose tool because it's wireless, super easy to use. So basically, we're gonna be cutting all the way up here, and we're gonna be cutting all this off. So we do need to move the bracket so we don't actually mess up anything. So we do have to disconnect this hose right here. So we're pretty much, here's the before. You guys can see all this plastic guarding, and you guys about to see the after right now. This is what we ended up cutting out, guys. Honestly, the multi-purpose tool from Home Depot, the Milwaukee one, I mean, you can get any brand, but a multi-purpose tool is what you're gonna need for this. I mean, if you got an angle grinder, it would have been super hard to just get in there. While the multi-purpose tool was able just to stick it in there, I made it flat. It looks really clean too. I mean, I gotta just take off all this little stuff. But other than that, I mean, I can make this thing look super clean. I mean, it already looks super clean. I mean, you're not gonna notice any of that stuff. We can actually put back the part that goes right here. And then before we do that, we should definitely put in the intercooler. But look at that, all one piece cut out. That's pretty sick. I mean, all right, well let's just put in the intercooler, right? Yep. Let's get it. All right, guys. So basically, just pulled the pipe out. So I used a Dremel. I have it right here. This is from Harbor Freight. I think it cost me like $8. Literally $8. Comes with the full kit of everything right here as well. So yeah, pretty much cut that. Once that came off. This thing was super hard to pull off, so I basically just used a screwdriver to rip this apart, yanked it out, because we don't need this anymore. We're gonna be upgrading it with the Burger Tuning one right here. Yeah, without further ado, just go ahead and throw that out. We need to get a new clamp for this guy and install that guy, so let's get it. Basically, guys, we put the J-pipe in first from the bottom, then we kind of finessed it into the charge pipe, and then we connected this tubing on the bottom, but that left us with the connection. We actually had to put a C-clamp in the middle. So I don't know if you guys can see right there, we directed the C-clamp to come out this hole, and it just basically allows us to pretty much tighten it all the way in, and we don't have to get any weird janky angles and use the worst tools. It takes forever to tighten. We're doing it right here, which is absolutely perfect. I'm so happy we found this little, oh my
sweet spot.
Sweet spot right here. So we just put in the 2 screws on the bottom. If you guys want to just come around and see that real quick. So we got in this screw right here. We got also the one on the other side. We got the hoses right here. We didn't put the clamps in yet. We're putting it in right now. So you need one on this side. And then we also need a clamp over here on this side. We already got the screw in on this side as well. So everything is pretty much ready to go. It's just putting in the 2 clamps. So this is probably the easiest part. Legitimately, all you have to do is pretty much remove this screw right here. I thought you guys had to put this in first, but you can just bada bing, put it around, put it on like a bracelet, and you're good to go. And that's it. I think we're pretty much done. We did nick it up just a little bit. Don't do it like us. Like, try to be gentle, but we were kind of rushing it, not gonna lie. All right, let's just go ahead and put on this these clamps real quick. Alright guys, and that's how you install a BMS intercooler. So now they're ready to go. You can go ahead and throw on your bumper, but as soon as you get those 2 clamps on, those 2 screws on, you have your J-pipe and all that stuff, only if your car requires it, and you have that other pipe installed, you're ready to go.